So fine.
Oh, man.
So fine.
Oh, man.
So fine.
Oh, man.
What it do, everyday people,
So
man?
fine.
We got a good little story time here for y'all.
Oh, man.
So, you know how it go down.
So fine.
We about to get lit.
Oh, man.
Make sure y'all can hear me in the chat.
So fine.
Oh, man.
So fine.
Oh, man.
So fine.
Yeah, let's get it started, man.
Oh,
Y'all
man.
see who we got on the screen.
Part one of why the fuck you shut up my husband. So I'm gonna start on May 13th. No, I ain't gonna start there because the next video that I'm gonna post is gonna be a post like a couple months, probably like a month prior to my husband's murder. Or should I say setup? But on May 19th, my husband was murdered, trying to see his kids. The following videos that I'm gonna post after this video, it's gonna be videos basically showing like stuff leading up to the day, and things that were said and sent, and things that phone calls and text messages from months prior, and things that were said. Facts on facts, baby. So the next video I'm gonna start with, like I said, I'm gonna start with the cop video where she showed it to the cops with some old court paperwork, trying to take their son back from my husband, which he always was at our house, enjoyed being there. Even and baby girl did too, but she liked being with her mom, so she would get over there and like to go back home with her mom. But her mom didn't see it that way. She felt like we were treating her differently, and I loved all those kids the same. I love those babies like it was mine. That's why I just don't understand why we even had an issue to where it even had to come to something like this. Because I love them so much that they talked about me so much when they went home. So she probably got tired of hearing my name. To that just probably just brought jealousy. Yeah, obviously brought jealousy. Cause yeah. So in the next videos I'm about to show, it's gonna be videos that from the day, and then leading up to, and then some of us in between, and how we used to hang out, have fun. Cause it's definitely gonna be a twist at the end. Probably something that she wouldn't even expected. And all the thing is, they're both still. I'm saying it later. Never mind. Part one.
Yeah. I'm guessing you have a side of the story you want to tell us. So what's going on?
Man, listen, I told her yesterday and the day before my son not going back well. She knew why my son ain't coming back well. When I went to pick up my son the other day from her, she supposed to meet me at 5:15. We usually meet at the Roses.
Okay.
Only reason why she want my son to come back was this dude she did on he have his kids over there.
Okay.
My son, my daughter has nothing to do with what she has going on. All this, the papers that she's showing y'all, they're old. They have nothing to do with nothing that's going on at this
Do you
moment.
have more current papers?
I have to look through stuff.
Okay.
Because I know everything. She tells me, listen, my son don't even want to go with her. So she come out here, say, I'm not finna argue with you in front of these people, man. I'm not finna do that.
Well, just talk to me, all right?
No,
don't worry about her right
I
now.
ain't worried about her.
Just talk to me.
You me, trust me, I ain't worried about that.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, my son don't want to go with her.
Okay.
And I took him from over there because the dude she had over there was seen in threats. He had a gun on him. Say, tell them that part.
Tell the truth.
Don't worry about her right now. Hey, just focus on me right now, okay?
Listen, but I got so many voicemails. I don't know what type of woman y'all think y'all dealing with, but you know I pull out these voicemails. So come on, man, just tell the truth.
Voicemails and text messages are how you act all the time.
I'm gonna let you. This.
I just want Ruben.
But I'm gonna let you hear our son. What you tell our son. Listen to this here though. Now she.
Well, what did you tell him at the start? Wait, show me the start of the video again?
Right here. She'll tell my son that she don't want him. because of the fact that this person she been dealing with, she was dealing with him when we was married.
You did, because I mean,
And it's just, see, I'm married. I got a whole wife,
Right.
family.
That's why we want you to go get over it.
give me my child, and y'all can run the van.
Ma'am, can you stand by your car for
Thank
while I
you.
talk to him?
Thank you. I got all kind of voicemails in this phone, man. Every time we go to the judge, I got papers in there. She tried to put a restraining order on me and my wife last September. Because her sister
After we got married.
After we got married, decided she wanted to run up and punch me in my face. So my wife ended up jumping on me. Judge, I think it's Judge Abraham or something like that. He ended up going to me. Every time something go on like this, she'll run down there and try to put a restraining order and lie.
Okay.
The last time we went down there, she didn't get it granted. You know y'all can put it up in the system. I ain't got no restraining order on her or none of that. It's like I told, this is my child much as it is with her.
Right.
So at the end of the day, by her bringing y'all around here, that don't mean that this is my child. I ain't got to send my child back with her.
Right now, sir, the only paperwork I have is saying that the majority of the time the child's supposed to be with her.
Right, but it ain't no paperwork saying that she has to have him right now. You see what I'm saying? I go beyond. I already know. That's what I'm saying. She was gonna show y'all that. That's that come from when we got married. When she divorced me in 2015, she'll pull that up just like she'll pull an old restraining order up. And if y'all don't pay attention, it'll make it seem like it's not. And to me, that's fault. You lying. You lying. You don't supposed to pull no old paperwork up and show y'all if y'all not looking at the paperwork right and thinking that it's something that's now, that's future wise now. She, man, listen, y'all dealing with the devil. I'm telling you. But I don't. My son is. Where she staying at, nobody don't even supposed to be over there with her. Till the dude, till she get whatever she need to find out about this dude, done with. My son not coming. You heard it. I can bring him to the door.
She has a daughter too with you.
Right, but my daughter, she's off for 2 weeks. It's like now I'm off today. When y'all came, I was gone because I was handling things.
Okay.
But I'm off Thursday and Friday because the coronavirus going on. So they got us doing like a swing shift.
Okay.
So I don't work Monday through Friday no more. Right now we Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's why I have my son. All it is about work. She sent the L. I told her bring the paperwork if it's paperwork. Because I could call the teacher and email the teacher and find out what's really going on. Send it here, and he'll get his work done. But I got all videos of me helping my children. She keep talking about my daughter. My daughter like to be with her. My son don't want to go back.
He's been with us for 2 weeks before.
He don't been with us
for the
until
last
I
2
came
weeks.
over there and got that she supposed to brought him back. But I told her, I said, since you want to spend time with him, you pick him up while I'm working and spend, the day with him.
Okay.
And then bring him back and meet me at Rose at 5:15. I guess she decided since this dude came over, brought his kids, she don't want to bring me back my son. No, it ain't finna work like that.
The day
My
before
son,
she did
y'all
that.
He ain't got nothing to do with that. Ain't his brothers or none of that. Bring me my child, and then we'll go on ahead about our business. Like on the daily, man. Like you keep doing this and bringing the police around my house. Like come on, man. I'm waking up out my
Just
sleep.
to cross our T's and dot our I's, can we see the son and make sure he's not suffering from any kind of
Oh, yeah, of course.
Go ahead.
Do you have your license?
Go ahead.
Do you have your license on you?
That's about telling on you that's a totally I don't respect you, but do your job. But at the end of the day,
Do your job, protect yourself and your child, and go down to the courts and petition for full custody. Because that's what your end game is.
That's what I said. Something like that happened. I had to really keep my composure because I didn't want to ask and fight my child. What you doing? What are you doing in front of these kids, man? Now when you by yourself, you don't do none of this here. And I ain't got nothing against me. That's why I said, it was about a month ago, baby.
Yeah.
I went over there. She has him to answer the door. Like I guess whatever he's going to do, but he came to the door. Guess what I did? He showed her that there's nothing. I can't have my son book bed, my son to tell you. I said, hey, let her know that he already took the allergies and all this going on. So medicine that, we have to take that home. So I said, let her know that he took his medicine and no intervention. He was like, oh, okay. And yeah, this was 3 weeks ago. Day before yesterday come, I go over, he got the chain on, go snatch the door open. Then she tell you he wasn't going nowhere with you. I had to really, because my thing was to kick that door open. I had to think about my church. I was by myself and my wife went with me. So it was my word against their word. I knew she was doing it. I can't say that person that's scary and that's evil. That's a dangerous person to deal with. So I say, man, go get my son. I'm calm just like this, like he's yelling. There's people all outside, but he got the chain on. I say, go creatures, like you said, they're still human. That's why God asks for forgiveness on a daily basis. None of us perfect. And that's why I don't get mad. I don't like when people prejudge. But what if my son or my daughter want to go to be a police? I'm not going to like them because they're a police officer. That's an ignorant way of thinking, man. So I say, man, listen, go get my son. He opened the door. I hear him, well, first he had to do shit. He yelling, talking to her about something. My son, once they opened the door, my son came out the door. I grabbed him. I went on. I'm trying to ignore him. I went on. She's standing by like letting all this go. Oh, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Kidnap him? Kidnap him? I'm like, you dumb fuck. I'm gonna kidnap my child. I said, man, listen, go in the house and sit down somewhere. Yeah. I was married to this woman. We wasn't no boyfriend and no girlfriend. I have just as much power as you, man. You said I'm gonna kidnap my child. Yeah. But you instead of telling him, you need to go back to the house. Listen, I got nothing to do. She let us go on. But don't know the people keep the Bible. You already don't know that system. Be small. You need to think about your child.
All right, let's go talk to her. You gotta wrap this up. Good.
Quarantining over, nigga.
Okay. I want to give y'all a little bit more. So, story time. Part 3. Why the fuck you set up my husband? So, on this day, May 13th, in 2020, it was right after COVID beginning. I was babysitting the kids for the baby mother because she had to work and I was off that particular day. So I had the kids. They got in the pool. We had a little incident in the pool which caused one of the kids to get in trouble, which was a little girl. So my husband contacted her mother, and basically it's like he was gonna, chastise the daughter when he seen her based off what she had done in the pool. Anyway, long story short, they end up getting in an argument on the phone, and she ends up hanging up on him, and she calls my mother-in-law. So her and my mother-in-law was on the phone, and me and my husband's on FaceTime. And I walk into my mother-in-law room, and she's on the phone with her, and my husband overhears her, and they basically just start saying, well, you ain't gonna be texting me or whatever, being disrespectful. Well, I think it was either between text, I'm gonna have to go back and check the text, or it was on the phone, she was being disrespectful towards me. He's basically saying you weren't gonna do that. So then all of a sudden you hear a male voice comes over her phone, and it's her boyfriend, which is the same guy that she left my husband for. So he gets on the phone, oh, you ain't gonna be talking shit, this and that, and blah, 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 because nigga, I'll kill you. Said this on the phone. So that conversation went on, it went back and forth. My mother-in-law, then I hang up the phone. And let's see, make sure I get it back. They ended up hanging up the phone. And my mother-in-law was like, what did he just say? But I'm going to try to get a little snippet of her side so I can add it in here too. Because she remember it like no other. But, yeah, so with the next video I'm going to post, it's going to be the next day, which is Saturday. After we were supposed to get the kids that Friday. And she didn't let us get the kids. She didn't answer no more phone calls after that, after she hung up. No text, no nothing. She basically blocked everybody's numbers. So we didn't hear back from her after that last conversation. Okay. I want to give y'all a little bit more. So, story time. Part 3.
Nobody cares.
Okay. Quick story time this morning before I go back into work. Part 4. Why the fuck you set up my husband? So I just want to start this video off by saying, me making these videos now, because this happened to my husband in 2020. So me making these videos now is not to like target nobody. This is not for y'all to go look these people up. This is just me telling my truth. Like, I got to tell my side. I've been holding on to this stuff. I just been letting y'all think what you want to think. Wrong with whatever story you want to run with. Whatever you thought, I didn't give a fuck what you thought. Because at that time, I was just focused on my healing and going to counseling and trying to make myself better. So I let y'all just roll with that story. So now that I'm at this point, this is me telling our side to release my husband, because I could be still holding him here spiritually because I ain't told our side. So I'm taking this time to tell our side. This is not to ruffle no feathers, bother no, whatever. This is me telling my side of the story. So me posting the videos and everything, it's me telling my side. Take it how you want to. This not to come. I've forgiven y'all. I've forgiven y'all. I would never let y'all block no blessings from me. You think I'll be over here sitting over here holding on to that? No, I would never allow y'all to control me like that. So I've forgiven y'all. But I'm going to tell my side. So whether you like it or not, my side will be told. Stuff will be dropped. And that's that. Part 5. Why the fuck you set up my husband? So on this night, what's today? May 14th, on this day in 2020. It was a Saturday. We would have had the kids if she would have gave us the kids, because this was his weekend to have the kids. So, because we didn't have the kids, we was kids free. You know, we was getting ready to probably find something to do, get ready to hang out or something. But me and my husband like to have fun. And what I mean by that, sometimes we might go hang out and somebody might want to come home. So, with that being said, we had this particular person who had got curious about us and wanted to come over. Well, like I said, we didn't have the kids. So, we was like, yeah, cool. You can pull up. So, this person ended up pulling up. And she ended up coming pulling up, and she ended up enjoying herself. And ended up texting the next day about, you know, the night she had or whatever. So, this person that I speak of wound up to be the same person my husband's ex-wife used to taunt about her own baby daddy for years and the things she used to do to this girl. So I think baby kind of wanted some payback. So what better way than to come and mess with your baby daddy and get you back and get her baby daddy back at the same time? How that sound? So I'm gonna let y'all sit with this one. The next posters I'm gonna post gonna have those text messages, but it also gonna have another video attached. But I'm posting these by the dates on each day while everything happened. So I'll be posting things in between that happen. So stay tuned. Gotta set up my husband, girl.
Yeah, she said, I called you twice. This is from Cody Harris. And you didn't answer. You can play that tough guy stuff with other people and your people, but miss me with that. You heard me? I've been trying to have a sit down with you, but you didn't want to sit down. It is what it is. He thumbs up, hit the bed. He said, when you get a chance, hit me up. He said, for what? He want to talk. He said, me and you ain't got nothing to talk about. If you got something to say it. Look here with all that tough guy stuff. Put the away, you heard me. I'm not hitting you up with no BS. I hit you up to speak with you. I told you before, if I had an issue with you, bro, I would have been pulled up on you wherever. and went to your people's house or somebody. Somebody to come touch you. So check this out. Ain't no need for that energy at all because there ain't even that type of time, you heard me. And if gonna be around my little ones, we need to talk. I'm not reaching out to you on no BS. Shay, kids mother. Tell your mom I'm on the way. Call her, I'm working. Hey, I need to talk to your boyfriend ASAP, especially now being that he's living with you and my kids. And I don't know why you keep avoiding it like you don't want us to talk. You should want that to happen anyway. She says, just drop my baby off, nothing else. He has anything to do with you. Thank you. Good day. He says, SMH, see, I see you, y'all like drama and confusion, which is sad. You steady letting the devil use for you for no reason. Only a fool would want peace. I tell you what though, until you come down off that foolishness, I know what to do. I'm glad you made that statement about nothing else has anything to do with me. Appreciate you. All right. Day after we had fun with his BM. Oh, they slept with dude's baby mama. Damn. That's crazy. That's the way you want to get somebody back. Yo.
Story time, part 6. How the fuck you set up my husband? So as you can see from like the screenshots I posted earlier, you can see where my husband had reached out to them, asked her, you know, hey, I need to talk to your boyfriend because, you know, he gonna be living around my kids, so I need to talk to him. But as you can see, they didn't want that to happen. They wanted to keep on with the drama and the bullshit or whatever she had him thinking. Because what basically it sounds like she was telling the streets was that, oh, he was stalking her and he was pulling up to her house unannounced. And that was untrue. If he ever went to her house, it was with me. And if I wasn't there, I was on the phone each time. And the last time he went there and it was without me, that's when they had the encounter at the door with the backpack and stuff that you hear in the police video. So, so that stalking and pulling up and he know when she alone. He wasn't even on that type of time. This man wasn't even thinking about her. My husband was genuinely happy in our marriage. So it wasn't no reason for be nothing like that. So, but she wanted that dude to think that he was still after her, he was still this, he was still that. But one thing she was still doing was she was still sending wedding pictures, still sending pictures of herself. I'm like, hey, if you want to fuck, baby, if you want to come over, just say that. No biggie. But she ain't want that. She wanted all or nothing. So, and that's what he didn't know. That it was her keeping the turmoil because she really was still in love with my husband. And instead of her just expressing that. But anyways, so my husband was a great father to all his kids. He was just a stand-up guy, man. He was very respectful, very well-spoken. Wasn't about no drama, wasn't in no drama. But they try to make it seem like we came there with some drama, like we came there to jump on her to try to take the kids from her. That's never what happened. We came there because she told us to come there. But y'all will find that out tomorrow in the videos that I'm going to post. When she told us, y'all come back tomorrow, or come back by yourself.
Police. What's going on, Shadavi? I can't see your face. It's dark up there. Okay. Came to pick up the kids. Want to do a cordial. So you called me here.
My kids sleep.
Okay. We can wait. That's what I'm here for. Keep it cordial. Keep the peace.
Yeah, and last time I blocked the officers to pick up the police. I
Can you cut
didn't.
the letter? We can't see your face.
I don't have like here in our building lights.
Okay.
They don't work.
Okay.
But when I tried to do this exchange with you guys, because I didn't have the proper paperwork, I didn't have anything to them. But they're asleep right now.
Okay, but go wake them up just like they made me wake them up. Go wake them up.
I had my paperwork and everything from the court, and he told me because it wasn't signed to give them over
Because they
for
told
you
you
to
that
take
shit
them. I
because
couldn't
old
do it.
paper
So
though. That was old papers.
I'm here to keep the peace when it comes to the exchange of custody of kids. So that's what I'm here for.
okay,
All right.
they're asleep.
Go wake my kids up, man. Just like they made me wake them up.
No,
Go wake my
I could
son
not.
up so they
I
can see
could
me.
not get them from even with you guys. I've tried it twice, 2 different officers, and they still didn't get them.
But
to
they
me.
still
So I don't
let you
understand
see
why
the
it's so
churn,
easy
so
now.
go get my churn so I can see
How
them.
long you had them?
I've had them for since last Wednesday.
And what's the custody agreement or
I
custody
have
order?
them every Monday through Friday. He get them every other weekend. That's the paperwork agreement. So
And you plan on getting back to kids when?
on the weekend, and he's supposed to do them. If I give them to him today, Willie got school. He ain't gonna give them that to
Say,
me, and I'm not.
hold
gonna-
on.
I don't want to talk
Let me
to
say
him. I'm not
something.
trying to be
You
rude or
talking about
nothing.
schoolwork? I
but
just
I don't
had to
wanna
do
say
my
anything
son's
about
schoolwork myself because you
He
ain't
only
seen her
has
with
one
me.
assignment, and I already spoke with his teacher. It's fine. So I've already spoke with her about what he has.
Say, go wake my children
I don't
up,
wanna talk
man,
to
so they can
him,
see me. You don't want
but
my son to see me
they're
because you know he
asleep.
gonna want to come
They're
with me. It
asleep
don't
right
matter.
now.
The officer still told me
Like
I
I
can
said,
see my children. Just like
They're
you
asleep.
got to see my
He can bring
children.
him if somebody want to come back in the morning when they woke. That's fine, but I don't want to give him to them. He can see them just like I could have, but he not getting them back. But somebody he want to come back in the morning, try again. That's fine. But right now they're sleeping. I'm not going to make it.
Say,
So that's fine.
go get
If
my
they wanna
child,
come back in the
man.
morning.
Because I let you see my child and he was asleep too.
If
So
that's
get
okay
my
with
child,
you,
man.
if they come
Go
back in the
get my
morning,
son
they
and
can see them
but
in the
it
morning.
don't matter. He chose
And he
whether
can
he
come
want to
back by
stay with
himself.
me. That's why you mad because he want to stay with me.
Thank you.
To the answer to this question up here, what happened? So back in May 2020, well, May 19th of 2020, my husband was murdered trying to see his kids. On the video that on this video, you see this is the night before he was murdered. Well, we went to her house trying to see the kids with the police because we were supposed to have them that weekend prior. But when this story hit the news, it hit the news as if we pulled up on her. We came there to fight her. He had been stalking her. Just all kinds of lies that she told and put in the news. And I never got a chance to tell my side of the story. I just let them whip with that lie. But that's not what happened. So now I'm telling our side of the story of what happened. Story time, part 9. Why the fuck you set up my husband? Y'all bear with me. Because this is my first time doing a story time, things like that. So I'm giving it to y'all. First record, fresh off everything I remember from the time that it happened. So remember, well, not remember. So in this post that I just posted before this one, or before answering the question with the police, was when we showed up to her, departments trying to see the kids. She wouldn't let us film because she said they were asleep, but she told him to come back tomorrow, but come back by yourself. So that was the big point I was trying to point out to y'all. So me and my husband did everything together. You never seen one without the other. If you seen him, you seen me. We was always together. We did everything together. So to tell him to come by himself, she knew that wasn't happening. So she knew every time he came there, I was with him. But this particular night, she said, "Come back tomorrow, but come back by yourself." So boom. So when we were there, the boyfriend was there. So after we got back home, my husband decided that he was gonna drop him a Facebook inbox or whatever. So remember in the video where my husband is standing outside the truck, and I said the day after we had fun with his baby mother, this is the time we let him know that we had fun with his baby mother. And we dropped him the messages between the conversation between his baby mother and us in his inbox. So I'm gonna drop those screenshots in the next videos I post. So if you're new here, you're gonna have to go back and catch up. But I'm posting these videos, trying to post them on the day, each thing happen, each event happen. So after I drop these, I'm just giving it like day by day. So like I said, this is the night before he was unalive. We went to try to see the kids with the police, and she denied us seeing them, but she told us to come back the next day. So come back for part 10.
Naked with me all night.
So this is where he messed up at. He sent the screenshots of them sleeping with his baby mama's boyfriend's baby mama. There's the screenshots. It says, "That's funny. Hold on. I'm in front of my friend. I don't want her in my business." At the nail shop, it says, "Bet." "Hey, I meant to tell you last night your ass was showing out, sucking on me like that. You heard me?" She laughed at it. "I heard both of y'all." Damn. He said, "F nigga, telling me you gonna F my wife, but we already handled your baby mama." That's why he killed him. That right there. You can't do that, dog. You can't do that. Get you some Kenzie money, living off of women. Good for you, police Negro. I don't do no text beef. So Cody Harris is the baby mama's boyfriend. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, he wrong for sending that video. I mean these pictures, the text messages.
Story time, part 11. So I had to re-record this part because music in the background. So why the fuck you set up my husband? So on this day, 2020, May 19th, my husband was unalive as we went to go see the kids. As like in the previous video, she told us come back tomorrow, but she told him to come back by himself. So after my husband got out of work, we went over there. We decided to take my brother-in-law's car because he would be in and out of town, so his car's at his house. So we decided to drive his car because we was like, she'll notice the truck and probably try to go elsewhere with the kids instead of what she told us she was going to be. So as we pulled up to her apartment, she wasn't home. We rolled through first, and then when we rolled through, we waited, and then we seen her come in, so we pulled up. I always record because she always lie. I never trusted her. That's why I have so many videos of like our encounters with her. because she was always a lie. So when we pull up, we get out. She's rushing the kids upstairs, as if she didn't tell us to come back the next day. So that's why we was kind of confused. So my husband was trying to stop, our son, and try to get him to stop. But she said, "Come on," kept telling him, "Come on." And baby girl, you could tell it wasn't nothing like no aggressive nothing, because baby girl was like, "Hey, Miss Ashley." So it's just like, it's crazy. So, and also in the video, pay attention, you're going to hear us say 911. And that's when I said, you always talk about 911, because she always came to our house with the police. But come to find out, 911 was the code for him to come from behind the building with a little drawstring bag. Story time, part 11. So I had to. So, part 13. Why the fuck you set up my husband? So as y'all can see, I'm recording him as he walking up. And I just want y'all to pay close attention, because if he walking up, we can't notice that my husband has his gun on him. He had a license to carry. He had his gun on him. So we walking up, and as you see, y'all want to say he chased up the stairs, but he just stepped over a stair or two. But it's like, what's the point of her rushing him up the stairs if he told us to come back the next day? So as we walk on the stairs, he comes from around the building, fumbling with a black little drawstring bag that he pulls the gun out of. So as he trying to stroke his gun, you see me in the video start running up the stairs, and you hear me say, "You better not." So what I thought was a warning shot actually was the shot where he shot my husband. He had not shot my husband already in the midst of him up there texting back and forth to her with the kids. So in the video, as you see, as I come around and as I reach for the son who is reaching for me by the window, she knocks my phone out of my hand and the video stops. So after that, it's one shot fired. He shot my husband in the back of the head, and he dropped. So I just go there, I drop to my knees. So my husband had his gun on him, so I took it off him and I went to point it at him, but the door behind him came open and somebody opened the door behind him. So all I did was run past him, took the gun to the car, took the bullet out of the chamber, put the gun on the floor, blood, just as I would always see him do. And my husband, if you're from Jacksonville and you know my husband, you know that he never went anywhere without his pistol. Really, he wasn't a person who was like flashing none of that. Cause my husband wasn't that type of dude. He wasn't into no mess. He ain't starting no trouble. Anything, he would give you the shirt off his back. He was like such a gentleman, such a gentleman. But anyway, so I put the gun in the floorboard, and police come there. I go back to his body. I call my mother-in-law. I'm screaming on the phone. I'm telling her, "This boy don't kill BJ. This boy don't kill BJ." And she's like, "What?" So they done come flying over there. By this time, the ambulance and the police done got there, and I'm over his body. So all I do is, because I knew this was the last time I would feel my husband's lips warm, I just bent down over him. I just kissed his lips. And then the people told me to back up from his body. It was just like being real nasty to me. But in the midst of, after she shot him, she telling him, "Baby, get in the house, get in the house, get in the house." Like, it's like they had this shit all planned, because it's like he wasn't there. It's like, so the video cut off. So, but like I said, it's like, where did he come from? Because he wasn't there when we pulled up. He wasn't in the car with her. It's just her and the kids got out of the car. It's like he didn't live there. She was on HUD. He wasn't even supposed to be there. He wasn't supposed to be living there. That wasn't his house. That was her house. It's her and supposed to be her and the kids. He wasn't even supposed to live in there. So let me just drop that out there. He wasn't supposed to be there. So when we pulled up, where the hell did he even come from? It's like, so you could just come from around the building. When she said 911, that was the code for him to come from around the building, because it's like, I'm on the ground. So it's like, I'm not up there near them. She on the third floor, I'm on the ground. So it's like 911. And that's why I was like, you always holler 911. But 911 was the code for him to come from around the building. By that time, he upstairs, and then I see him come from around the building with this bag. And so I start running upstairs. So, all right, hold for part. whatever part we on. Boy, part 14, y'all TikTok, internet people, this is why I don't be doing this. So, the point that I'm about to get y'all to prove that she put in the news that we stalked her. We did all this bullshit, but we did not. This nigga killed my husband because we fucked his baby mama. Point blank, period, is what I'm trying to get y'all to realize. I'm just giving y'all the story time up until because he murdered him. But see, the baby mama sitting over there housing this nigga as if he killed behind her, trying to save her from my husband. And my husband wasn't even doing nothing wrong but coming to see about his kids that we had been trying to get the few days prior. If y'all go back and watch, y'all coming here with y'all assumptions, and you can't come for me because at this point in my life I'm here. So I'm just trying to tell y'all the story, but y'all won't let me get there. And I'm just trying to give y'all all the story. From why I went to jail, what I had to go through, what was going on over there. If y'all just give me time, I'm giving y'all it piece by piece as it happened on the days that it happened. Thank you, baby. It was more than just those two kids. That was the only one we had a problem with. I thank you for coming here and acknowledging it. Like, I ain't going back and forth with the people in the comments. I'm just dropping what I had. And I knew that, most people gonna come and they gonna say what they gonna say and have their opinion and be on the outside looking in. But if y'all knew how much of a fight we had been putting up, trying to get these kids, trying to see these kids, we always had these kids. It's just whenever she got mad at him, she would do this and she'll take the kids away. So after dealing with that for so many times with a person, when all you trying to do is just co-parent in peace and be peaceful, it gets to a certain point to where you be like, man, like, you can't dangle my kids over my head and keep them from me every time you get mad because I don't do something or do something that you tell me to do. Like, so everybody gonna have their opinions and they gonna say what they want to say, and I know what it looks like, but I know how much of a fight we was putting up. And yes, some of it might be messy, but I just want to let it also be clear that while she over there housing him, he did all of that while taking our kids' father away. He did that behind his baby mama. It wasn't about him trying to protect you, because we wasn't doing nothing to you for you to be protected from. And that's all I'm here to show, is that we wasn't there to harm her. We came back to see the kids like we said we was. Thank you, baby, for putting that out there.
So come see us and let us help you share that love with something she'll have forever. Diamonds Direct. Open Memorial Day too. Get details, store hours, and directions at diamondsdirect.com. Charmin.
Move back. Come up, man. Move it. Come up.
She's trying to run upstairs. Hey, baby.
Hurry up, Horn House. Hurry up. 911.
That scary ass bitch. I always try to call 911.
Get mature.
Nigga, you gotta...
Get mature. Get mature.
So come see us and let us help you share that love with something she'll have forever.
Damn, so this was the actual time where bro got shot. Y'all said, phew. Yeah, man. What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video, back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog. All right, man. That's crazy, man. I think they should. They shouldn't have did that, man. They shouldn't have went to that house without the police. You know, you should have did what you've been doing, going over there with the police. Him sending that text message about sleeping with his dude baby mama. So this is the story. The lady telling the story is the wife of the guy, and that's the baby mama at the top of the stairs. He's having issues with the baby mama, and the baby mama also has a boyfriend who is, you know, they getting into it or whatever, and basically going over what. And the baby mama is not letting him see the kids. Well, the baby mama's boyfriend, his baby mama don't like the baby mama of the person in the story. I know it's confusing. So she slept with him and her, the white husband and wife, slept with them to get back at her baby daddy and his baby mama. So what he did was, because they was trying to keep the kids away, he sent text messages of how his baby mama was giving him head and giving her head, giving the husband and wife. She was fucking with the husband and wife. So, okay, I'm pretty sure dude was pissed off about that. So I'm assuming the dude was already upstairs, waiting on them to come upstairs, but also waiting on him. So when he came upstairs, that's when you heard the shot, because it sounded like dude was already up there before anything happened, and you heard the gunshot, you know. Yeah. So that's crazy, man. Now I don't see that they are wrong. Because, like, I guess in the comments, a lot of people are saying, you know, they wrong. But really, you know, and it's kind of hard to say, because really baby mamas be trash. And then you can see in this video how the baby mamas is deliberately keeping the kids away from him. You know what I mean? Even though there was a part where he would only go get his son, or because the daughter didn't want to. When you see the daughter in the video, she was like, "Hey, so and so." So the daughter is not afraid of the wife and her dad, but the son wants to spend more time with his dad than the daughter does. The daughter wants to be with the mom. So I don't see an issue with him wanting to spend more time with his son, and you know, he just rather just have a regular visitation with the daughter, but the son wants to spend more time with him. Well, now fast forward, you this man that took your kid's father away, and all because you wanted to keep your kids away from him, and you know it's his weekend. So just let him have the kid. I don't understand why it's so hard for women to come off the kids. Like, what's so hard about co-parenting? Like, sometimes it's just, I believe he was a good dad. I believe he was a good father because he got other kids. He got other kids, and she talked about how, like, I mean, this story was about these kids. It really wasn't about the other kids. But she briefly mentioned the relationship between the other kids. So this is the problem child, baby mama. of course, and it's crazy. But, all this could have been avoided. But you know what? This is what I'm going to tell you. And they had some type of court agreement, but those court agreements don't matter because you see with the police, they couldn't do nothing. The police couldn't do nothing because all they can do is, all the police can do is just, they'll go by the court order, but they'll be like, well, we want to see if, like, for instance, one time my kid was with me for the weekend. I was supposed to drop my kid off at school. My baby mama came to my house with the police wanting the kids now. I'm like, no. Like, she ain't supposed to be here till tomorrow. Like, y'all won't even, we sitting here having dinner like regular family. Now you want to interrupt my dinner because she mad and she want to get my kid. That ain't how this works. But the police, well, we just want to keep the peace and we just want to, it's like, so tell her to take her ass home. But no, so I just let my daughter go. I was like, man, forget it. We just gonna have to go back to court, spend some more thousands to go back to court again, because this bitch want to be bitter and bringing y'all over here and y'all out front of my house. Like, when you see the police at people's house, you be like, ooh, what's going on over there? And then you see some bitter bitch outside the cars just standing there looking all stupid. Y'all just want people just be nosy, and I don't like that stuff because I don't want people to be knowing that I got, like, But anyway, so, yeah. So we have to go back to court and all that crap. You know what I'm saying? Or say I'm supposed to pick up my kids. I go over there to get them. I got my court papers, and then I gotta call the police over there. I'm like, well, I need to get my kids. Well, the court papers is, well, all we could do is we could just write a report, but we can't force her to give the kids up. What you mean you can't force her to get the kid? What does that mean? So they don't help the fathers. They'll come take the kids away from the father. This is how the police do. They'll take the kids away from the father. But when the father go get the kids on his respected day, they can't enforce the law that the judge signed. So what is the point of going to court? And then you go to court, like I talked, man, I did this on Facebook a long time ago. I showed every court hearing that I had. They still up there. I got 5 motions to enforce. Why does it take 5 motions to enforce a father to get the proper custody of their kid? You know what I'm saying? So this situation, regardless of how he handled it, because, sending that dude was fucking his baby mom was kind of wrong. But regardless of that, he shouldn't have had to do all that to fight to get his kids. And it shouldn't have came to that. That's just a fact. So I'm not saying one is over the other. I'm just saying he shouldn't have to be fighting like this to get his kids. And he ain't the only one. God's children evicted everywhere she went. Their new girlfriend pop up on her. Well, that's, man. All right, so even, like, bro, it's dirtbag baby daddies out here all over. You know what I mean? The only thing is, I'm only talking about baby mamas just because of this situation. But man, dudes are sorry, women are sorry. It's just sorry people out there. And then people be like, watch who you have a baby by. You don't know this person's a dirtbag until you had a baby. Sometimes people could be an angel. A person, man or woman, will watch you go through stuff with your kid's mama, will sit there and watch you go through stuff. Then y'all have a baby, and she'll turn around and do the same thing to you, or he'll turn, because you know what's most important that they know is you love your kids, and your love for your kids, you'll break down for your kids, and they see that, and they'll use that against you. They'll use your kids against you, knowing that your kids is your heart, and that's just a fact, and it sucks, but that's how people are. People are trash, and they could not be trash. They could not be trash. You know, man. If what I be like, I be saying this. She said I had it packed and ready for the father. Listen, trust me. Every woman who keeps their kids away from their father, yeah, we be mad. We're like, damn, it's stupid. You know what I'm saying? I just want to spend time with my kids. But you think the woman said in this story, man, we like to have fun. So if she keeping the kids away, you think we're going to stop our fun? No, we're not stopping our fun. I might be sad for a few minutes, but, a few drinks and some coochie and we on. And that's what happened. You never, like women will, you got a whole trip planned for your kids, and a woman to keep her kids away from the father, woman to keep the kids away from the father so he can't take them on the trip, thinking, oh, I'm hurting his pockets. Do you know you just kept your kids away from a vacation? But they so worried about hurting his pockets that they not worried about the funds and memories that them kids can have. Now the only memory they got is they mama keeping them away from a family trip, not hurting his pockets. But that's what that's what they be thinking. Y'all don't think y'all hurt y'all kids. It's so weird. But whatever, I just be like, shit. It is what it is. I don't know. But everyday people, man, thank you all for joining another live. We got lit tonight. Also, y'all can check these out on Facebook. We on Twitch. Okay. You know what I'm saying? we on Facebook, so y'all can check me out over there too, man. But cause send this to your grandma or your auntie, cause they be like, I don't know how to work YouTube, but they be on Facebook being messy as hell. Yeah. So y'all watch the playback, man, or y'all can watch us on Facebook. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook or Twitch, cause we keep it lit, big dog. So thank you everybody for joining another live. We'll be going live again tomorrow night. We went live earlier tonight, but we're gonna go live again tomorrow. So more drama, more story times. Everyday people, thank you guys again. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll holler at you.